Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ariesya. Me and my group members, which is Muhammad AQIL, Siti Aisyah and SYAZWANA, are going to present to you about our hospital database system.
My name is Siti Aisyah BINTI Muhammad SUBRI. Today I will present about the project description of this system. Who is the client or user of this system? Of course, it is patient, doctor, nurse. What is the problem of this system? The first one is knowledge about the benefits and significance of hospital management system. The second one is, in general, computer application experience and knowledge are required for those who apply. The third one is impression and belief on hospital management system and how to use it effectively. Okay. The next slide is about how can the problem be solved. A focused multi-phase approach to any issue can raise awareness of the advantage and benefits of using the hospital management system. The technique can be applied at all levels of the healthcare business, including schools and college, undergraduate degrees, and different parts of postgraduate medical education. The next slide is about why is the project is important to us. A hospital is the source of all healthcare service for the majority of the world. Hospitals are dynamic organizations with many moving parts. Individuals are all concerned about their health. As the location where services that aid in the maintenance of health are provided, it is critical that the hospitals operate at peak efficiency, particularly in terms of service quality, cost-effective pricing, turnaround time, material consumption, and overall output. All of the primary drivers of the healthcare are addressed by the hospital management because every patient in today's world invests time, money, and thought into their health. Hospital management is becoming increasingly important in setting up and running the greatest healthcare system.
Hi, I'm Muhammad AQIL bin AMRAN, matric number F57058. Client profile. AAS Hospital is located in Kuala Lumpur and is run by 100 staff. This hospital has been treating patients for about 10 years. AAS Hospital had about 25 rooms for critical patients. This hospital also can treat any normal illness. This hospital generates bill from the patient who come to be treated. Receptionists are responsible for registering patient and displaying bill to the patient. Doctor carry out treatment and determine whether the patient need to be warded or not. Nurses are responsible to give medication and monitor every patient that has been assigned to them. AAS Hospital benefit from database. It will create a single unified system for entering and maintaining patient and payment information. It will lessen the chance of errors that they would have made if they had used a paper-based system. It will reduce the amount of time necessary to record information. The database will store large amount of database around the AAS hospital. Patient information related to the individual patient, including name, date of birth, gender, address, and phone number, will be stored in database. Staff information related to doctor, nurse, and receptionist, which name, address, HP number. Payment information. Data related to payment of bill amounts will be stored, including payment amount and date of payment. Each payment is connected to the relevant pledge, so updated balance can be calculated and stored in database. Product or information flow diagram. This is the flow diagram before we process with database. Before the database, they will manually update latest medicine patient needed on paper. Flow diagram after we process with database. We upgraded when the new patient want to register, which receptionist update a new patient info into database. After that, we upgrade and patient medicine info. So basically, patient medicine will automatically update in database so that nurse will easily to view the information. And then bill will automatically calculate when patient need to pay the bill. User profile. Firstly, nurse. This individual is in charge of doing follow-up tasks, such as ensuring the patient well-being, obtaining medicine information, and determining the overall amount of treatment required. Second, receptionist. This user group is responsible for entering patient information as well as taking cash and check payment for the hospital. Doctor. The database will be used exclusively by the doctor. He intends to use the database for a variety of purposes. One of the key responsibilities of the doctor is to keep the patient medicine information up to date because the patient life rely on this information. It had to be comprehensive. He is not only in charge of updating medicine information, but he also in charge of admitting patients who need to be warded or released after they are fully recovered.
My name is Ariesya. My metric number is S59206. Will present about systems goal and requirement. Let's start with client goal towards the system. Firstly, hospital database system will able to enter, store and retrieve information about each patient. Secondly, to maintain the medical records and content details of the patient. Lastly is to track the patient's bill. Next is user requirement towards the system. Receptionists in charge have to log in order to register or generate bill for patients. Doctor and nurses have to log in into the system with their ID. Next, we will move to database goals. Firstly, it's aimed to build and maintain the most up-to-date state of patient admission and release. Next, to improve efficiency due to the elimination of human errors. Then, cost-effective and simple to manage. Next is patient's data is easily accessible, and last is the patient's medical history is accurate and it is reduced documentation work. Next, let's see database profile.
Business rule. List of tasks that it will perform. One or more patients may be admitted by one doctor. One or more patients must refer to one doctor. One or more doctor must ask for an order for treatment to one or more patients. One or more doctor must work on one or more diagnoses. The patient may be assigned to one bed. Hospital must cure one or more patients. Nurse will assign type of medication to patient. Bill will generate after patient admitted by doctors. Warded patient will get room ID. List of problem it will solve. Knowing the number of doctors, we can indicate the numbers of patients who can be diagnosed at the same time. Know the number of rooms and beds so that we can indicate the number of patients that the hospital can receive. Calculate and generate bills automatically after being admitted by doctor.
I'm SYAZWANA binti MOKHTAR with metric number S59115. So for our ERD diagram in our hospital database management system, we have 9 tables, which is patient table, room table, bill table, non-warded patient table, warded patient table, health record table, doctor table, nurse table, and medication table.
Let's see our normalization process. This is the attribute in our system. From unnormalized form to first normalization form, pet ID, dog ID, nurse ID, room ID, and bill number work as primary key. In this section, we will remove partial dependency. So, this is our table when we remove partial dependency. Next, we will remove transitive dependency. This is the transitive dependency table. Then lastly, this is our final table after the normalization process.
Next, I will present about how the user will interact with the system. Firstly, to use the system, receptionist, doctor, nurse must log into the system. The receptionist will then search for the patient information in the patient page. If it does not have any record, receptionist then needs to enter new information about the patient in the registration page. Then, doctors have to examine and diagnose the patient disease. Doctors will see the patient information that has been entered by the receptionist in the patient list. Patient status will be then determined by the doctor and the warden or nurse. Doctors have to enter the information about the status and health record of the patient in the health record page. If the patient is not warded, then nurses have to prescribe the patient with the medicine. Then, patient have to head to the receptionist bed to pay for the bill. Receptionist will check for the bill at the billing page. Receptionists are also able to sort the billing list to non-warded and warded patient by clicking at the button given. Otherwise, if a patient's status is warded, nurses have to give patient medicine and take care of the patient. Doctors then will check the patient out. The patient will need to pay the bill at the receptionist. Besides, the admin also can add a new doctor, nurse and room information.
Database assessment. Validation of database against client or user or database objective. First, database has ability to enter, store and access information of each patient information in hospital. Second, system is capable of generating report that provide an overview of all hospital information received. The third, meet user requirement as described with the exception of the creation of binary field to indicate whether a patient need to be warded or not. 5. Database offer efficient and uniform method of storing and accessing patient information. Then we move to the list of weakness and limitation of current implementation. The first weakness is need internet access. The system requires internet access to log in and store data. The second one, privacy concern. And the third one is cost. System development for a hospital database is not cheap. Their expense run into millions of dollars. And the last weakness is technical problem. Every computer system will eventually fail. It is worse than the apocalypse when a hospital database system fails. Then, list of potential future upgrade. The first potential future upgrade is upgrade the system that can be used without using internet access. The second one, build an efficient backup system to avoid any system problem and establish a quick maintenance of the hospital system. The third one, build a system with a multilingual function so it is easy for all users to choose any language. And the last one is improve data security to avoid data hacking.